Hi guys, it's Nina here. So the number one question that I get asked the most when it comes to the people that I speak to when I go to networking events or when I just get approached, when I'm speaking to my clients or I just meet someone new for the first time is, how did I get into this line of work? So I thought to myself, I'm going to share with my social media and with my clients and my family and my friends a really easy way to tell you guys what I did and maybe how you could do something similar if it's something that you wanted to do. Hi Jason, hi Desme, I can see you guys. If you have any questions, just put them down below and I'll make sure I'll definitely get back to it. So I'm not sure if you've seen on my Facebook, but this is going to be a 14-part video series so that I can make sure that I go through each individual thing as to how I got into this line of work. So the very, very, very first thing that needed to happen in order for me to be where I am in my life at the moment comes down to having an open mind and asking lots of questions. So I'll tell you a little bit about how everything started. Even when I was in school, I always questioned if there was more to life. I questioned there has to be more to just working in a job, getting paid, retiring, and dying. For me, it didn't seem like that's all that life was about. There had to be more, and I kept asking questions. I felt like I was going through a midlife crisis. So even when I decided to go and study exercise physiology, even though I knew it's not what I was passionate about, I did it. And I didn't know where it was going to lead to. And in between, when I was doing exercise physiology, I decided it's not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But I thought I didn't want to waste my time doing it, so what could I do instead? So I decided to get into PE teaching because I thought that's what made sense, using my mind to make logical decisions as to what I was going to do with my life. I didn't really learn how to trust my intuition as much as I do now. And so I thought to myself, okay, I'll do PE teaching. And then in between my double degree, because here in Sydney, it's a 3-month break between 3-month uni break at the end of the year, I decided to apply at every single possible job that I thought I would be interested in. So I applied at a few hundred jobs and I probably got 3 interviews, and one of them happened to be a real estate company because it was something that I was always interested in. I wanted to know more about. So I thought during my 3 months, I might as well learn something while I'm working and then I can go back to uni. And what happened was I was looking at being a receptionist because I love organizing. And I also decided that I only wanted to work for 3 months because I was going to go back to uni, even if it's not something I knew I wanted to do with my life, but that was the plan that I had. And what happened was when I went to the interview, my boss at the time said to me, I want to hire you, 1, as a sales staff, and 2, for at least a year to see how you go. So it was so different compared to what I thought I wanted. And so what I did, that was the first time in my life that I actually had to go from choosing between 2 different things. One of them is choosing between staying in my comfort zone, but doing what I know I wasn't passionate about and what I didn't want to do, or choosing something in the unknown with the possibility of there being more of what I wanted. Hi Matt, nice to see you. Matt, yeah, I know you have a lot to share, so make sure you comment below and let me know what you think in your experience of, being where you are in your life. And so I really had to step outside my comfort zone and have an open mind and think, I know I'm not happy where I am. So if I want something else in my life, then I need to be more open-minded and I need to make a decision as to, do I want to explore and let more into my life? Because if I do, that means taking a risk. And if I do, it means that there is a possibility for something more. And even though it was a really, really scary decision at the time, it's something that I have exercised. I've exercised that muscle of getting outside my comfort zone and not allowing my mind to limit the possibilities that I have for myself, because it was then that led me to becoming quite successful in real estate and becoming fourth in the company within 3 quarters. And then from there, organically becoming a coach. And because I've been an actor for about 14 years. Not that I was acting in real estate, but I'm quite used to expressing myself, particularly with my words and on stage and through my body. And so through that and being a coach, I realized that I wanted to be a speaker and I wanted to empower more people with their lives. And even though there's more things with regard to how I got to where I am here today and how I got into this line of work, the very, very, very first thing that needed to happen was, one, for me to have an open mind, and 2, to question and ask, is this all I want? Being willing to go into the unknown, be willing to have an open mind, be willing to search for more answers, because it does take a lot of courage. Even leaving your own comfort zone, it takes a lot of courage. And it's something that if you exercise, it does become easier and easier and easier. For those of you that aren't watching live, I still go back and read all the comments. So make sure you comment, ask questions, let me know what your experience is. And if you guys have any questions now, I'll finish up in a couple minutes. But the biggest takeaway that I can share with you guys is really question your life, because we get so caught up in running the same direction that we've been running in for such a long time that we forget to question, is this really what I want for myself? And is it something that my parents have pushed on me? Is it something that, hi! Or is it something that society has pushed on me? Is it something that my friends expect from me? Or is it something that I really desire for me? And asking those questions sometimes can be really scary, but if you don't ask those questions and you're not able to make those decisions for you, and you're not able to move your life in the direction that you want to, and you're not able to open up your mind and your life and your heart to the universe and all the gifts of the universe, if you're not keeping an open mind, if you're so fixed on how the journey is supposed to be and going to be, and you're not open to everything, including the challenges, then you're actually robbing yourself of the opportunity of how much more the universe is trying to give you. But you're not going to know if you don't have an open mind, and you're not going to know if you don't listen to your intuition and you don't listen and trust yourself throughout that process. So for you guys, I'm really, really, really excited to share the other things that have contributed to me being where I am and how I've gotten into this line of work. I'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow to continue the 14-day series. And make sure that if you have any questions in the meantime, post them below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how your experience is. And I'm looking forward to hearing more about you guys and connecting with you. Lots of love. I'm not even sure if I said what my name was. I'm Nina Concepcion, if there's any of you that don't know who I am. Lots and lots and lots of love, guys. And I'll speak to you tomorrow.